So, your past. Sometimes we get on this kick of detoxing ourselves from our past and all of these things. And I do understand that there are times where you do have to detox from the past. However, let me point this out. So, I'm putting on this jacket. Now, it's getting colder and all that. And I put this jacket on, and I'm cleaning out the pocket up here. Usually, I keep gospel tracts in there. Sometimes there'll be other little random things in there. I was putting cough drops in there because what I got in my mouth. Ricola! Okay. I just had to get that out. Anyway, the whole point is this. The past is something that needs to be cherished. Let's emphasize that. As I'm going into my pocket, I pull out a photo. And as I look at the photo, automatically thinking about the past. Not in a bad way, but good things at that particular time. So, rather than eliminating the past or saying, well, I didn't go through this, or I didn't deal with this person, or acting like you was never with somebody, or whatever. I've seen tons of that. Your past is something to be cherished. Why? I would say, in my opinion, the number one thing is the valuable lessons that are there as a result of that past. The other aspect of it, for some people, it's almost like battle scars for some people. Some people go through some really tough trials and tribulations, and that segment of their past is something that, no, it's not always great to ponder on it and think about it, but I want to emphasize to not forget your past. Think about our history right now, for instance. If you study history and just how we operate as a society, you can tell pretty much that we have a tendency to repeat history. We have a tendency to repeat mistakes. For whatever reason, human nature is very silly in that regard of not learning. And I cannot understand that aspect, but to avoid that tangent, all I'm saying is the past is something that should be cherished. It should be cherished within the correct context. It should be cherished and looked at and said, okay, this is part of who I am. When we deny that past, in many ways, we are denying who we are. We're denying the person that we have become. So it's very important, I cannot stress it enough, to not forget your past. Cherish your past. And that photo that I pulled out of my pocket that represented something a while back, I'm going to take that photo and I'm going to put it in my archive. And I'm going to keep it. And maybe in a decade or so, I'll pull it out again. And it'll remind me of a whole different lesson. A whole different perspective even. Cherish your past. Don't forget your past.